welcome to the 16th video in my series on the Te Araroa Trail. So I'm just leaving the Hurunui No. 3 hut. Had a pretty warm night, got the fire going, so got a few things dry from yesterday. Yeah, so it's 7 o'clock on Sunday morning, heading towards Cameron Hut, which is about an hour away I think, and then from there to Harper Pass Bivvy, which is apparently another 2 hours from Cameron, and then to Locke Stream, which is 3 hours from the bivvy, so 6 hours to Locke Stream, and then I'll either stay there or continue on to Kiwi Hut, which is another 3 hours from there. But it all depends on the weather, I think, later on. Meant to have a pretty bad thunderstorm later today, so it's not meant to come in till about 5, so I should be okay, but it would be good to get as far down as I can, because it's meant to hang around all day tomorrow, and we've got a few big river crossings tomorrow, so yeah, don't want the river to be high or we'll be stuck in here. Depending on what time I get to Kiwi, if I make it that far, I might even consider going all the way out to Morrison's bridge, which is 37k from here where the road is. It's 10 to 10. I've just arrived at Harper Pass Bivvy. This is the little 2-bed hut. It's actually quite nice. Got the Hurunui River just down there. Yeah, so I've done 9.6 kilometres and climbed 245 metres, and it's taken about 2.5 hours. So yeah, making pretty good time. It's about a 130 metre climb from here up to Harper Pass itself, which is on the main divide of the Southern Alps. Looks a little bit misty up there, so hopefully it's not too bad, but I'll be crossing over to the west coast, which is meant to have worse weather, and we're meant to get a thunderstorm tonight, so yeah, I'll get moving. I'll probably end up staying at Locke Stream tonight, but we'll see what happens when I get a bit further up. I've made it up to Harper Pass, 962 metres above sea level. So this is the highest point of this section, and I'm actually standing on the main divide of the Southern Alps now. So I'm crossing over to the west coast. The weather looks still pretty good over there, definitely better on the east coast side, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So it's taken me about 4 hours to get up here from No. 3 hut. So it was a little bit longer than expected. The track got a little bit rough after Harper Pass Bivvy. That wasn't too bad. 3 crossings of the Hurunui River. And yeah, then basically a scramble up to here. So I'm going to be heading down into the Taramakau Valley, which is where Locke Stream Hut is now. And this is the border of the Arthur's Pass National Park and Lake Sumner Forest Park. So I'm leaving Lake Sumner Forest Park and entering Arthur's Pass National Park. I've just arrived at the Locke Stream Hut on the Taramakau River. So it's the 18-bed hut, historic one, nice open fire. Looks like a cool spot. It's 1:10, so it's taken me 6 hours from Hurunui No. 3 hut this morning, which is exactly what the sign said, so that's a first. Actually taking as long as it says. I usually do it quite a bit shorter, but yeah, the track was pretty rough over Harper Pass and down to here, especially down this side. It was a bit of a washout, so you kind of just had to stay in the stream bed for a bit and then rejoin the track later on. Yeah, followed the track down to here. So I've been trying to decide whether to stay here or continue on, because it's only 1:10. Kiwi Hut's meant to be another 3 hours away though, which is the next one. I'm feeling a bit tired, so I think I might just stay here and head out to Morrison's Bridge tomorrow, which would be where I would be going from Kiwi anyway. So yeah, same amount of days, just have a short day today or tomorrow. Yeah, the weather's meant to be start coming in later on tonight, so this hut might be a better one to stay in. Kiwi's only a 6-bed, so if I get stuck it's probably better to be in the bigger hut. And there's river crossings whichever way I go that are going to be impassable if it rains, so yeah, maybe stuck here, but we'll work that out tomorrow. It's 10 to 7 on Tuesday morning. I'm just leaving Locke Stream Hut. So I had a rest day at Locke Stream yesterday on Monday because of the weather. So it was raining hard all day. Had a bit of hail, bit of snow on the tops. Good thunderstorm in the afternoon, so yeah, it was interesting. Couldn't come out because this section's got quite a few river crossings, fairly large ones, so yeah, we're kind of just watching the river go up from the hut. It's gone down a little bit now. Should be alright to cross. First crossing is in about 1 kilometre, so I guess we'll find out then. I've just arrived at Kiwi Hut, so it's 9 o'clock. I have done 8.7 kilometres. So it's basically just been walking down the Taramakau Valley, quite a few river crossings, so yeah, no more than probably about knee deep, but glad we stayed at Locke Stream because they would have been pretty deep yesterday. The river's pretty fast flowing as it is today, so yeah, we made the right decision, and the worst of the crossings is still yet to come. So I've probably got about another, don't really know, probably about 13 kilometres down the valley to go to Morrison's Footbridge, and quite a few more crossings of the river. I've just found another example of cows standing in a national park with unfenced access to the river, so it's interesting. Not quite sure what they're doing in Arthur's Pass National Park, but yeah, a little bit annoying that they've got free access to the river. I've just arrived at the Lake Pataka junction, so yeah, this is basically where I rejoin the track. There's been pretty much no track from, well yeah, no track from Kiwi Hut all the way down to here, which is about 6 kilometres. So I've just been kind of making my way through the valley and crossing the river where I need to, and yeah, there used to be a track, but apparently it's been washed out a few times and it's now impassable. So you just have to follow the valley down. The Taramakau River was a pretty big crossing. It was up to like mid-thigh height. It's got about 6 braids, so it took me about half an hour to cross it. Just then I just came across from the other side of the river. It was pretty fast flowing, so yeah, you definitely wouldn't want the river any higher. I think we made the right decision staying back at the hut yesterday. So from here I've got about another 7 kilometres down to Morrison's Footbridge, which should hopefully be on the track. I've just made it out to Morrison's Footbridge. So this is State Highway 73, the Arthur's Pass Road. So it's taken me 6 hours and 10 minutes from Locke Stream Hut this morning. Done just over 23 kilometres. And I have climbed 220 metres. So it's kind of just, yeah, continuing down the Taramakau Valley and then up the Otera Valley, which is kind of the main one on the west coast side of Arthur's Pass. So from here I'm going to get picked up and head into Klondyke Corner tonight to stay the night, and then get dropped off here tomorrow morning and I'll start the Goat Pass section. So I'm back at the Morrison's Footbridge now. It's 7:15 in the morning, so yeah, just after first light basically. So today I'm going to be doing the Mingha Deception track over Goat Pass. So I'm going to walk up the Deception Valley, past Upper Deception Hut, and then up to Goat Pass Hut, and then drop down into the Mingha Valley and walk past Mingha Biv, and hopefully do the whole track today. Well, definitely, because I've just got a day bag, so I don't have all my gear. It's supposed to be a 14-hour walk according to the dock time, out to Graney's Shelter, which is a couple of k's from Arthur's Pass Village. So yeah, I'll come out on the same highway just a bit further down, but it's going to be a big day. Everyone says it's pretty hard and there's basically no track, so it's probably just going to be boulder hopping and river walking the most of the way, so yeah, I'll have wet feet pretty soon. It's 11 o'clock now, so I've been walking 3 hours and 45 minutes from Morrison's Bridge. So I've just passed the upper Deception Hut, probably a couple of 100 metres back. There's a couple of guys in there doing renovations, so I thought I'd just continue on a bit before I have a break. So yeah, it's been a pretty good walk up the valley. Just been following the Deception River here, all the way up from Morrison's Bridge. Heaps of river crossings. The first few were pretty strong. On my third one I got it on the fourth attempt, but yeah, it was pretty strong. I had to retreat a few times. Definitely got my shorts wet and it was pretty strong. So yeah, it's getting a bit easier as I'm heading up the river, a bit less water. And it's probably just over an hour from here up to Goat Pass Hut. And then Goat Pass is a little bit further on. And then apparently it gets easier from there. So I've arrived at Goat Pass Hut on top of Goat Pass between the Deception and Mingha valleys. So I got here about 12:15, so it took basically exactly 5 hours from Morrison's Bridge, which is a pretty good time. The sign said 9 hours, so yeah, making good time today. So it's about 12:30 now. I've just finished having lunch, so I'll stop here for a little bit longer and then head over the pass itself, which is only about 20 metres away, but that's the highest point, and then yeah, drop down into the Mingha Valley, past Mingha Biv, and yeah, a few crossings of the Mingha River. Be pretty similar to the way up, I think. It's meant to be easier along some bits with boardwalks and things. So yeah, that'd be nice. It's meant to be about 3 hours down. I've just arrived at the Klondyke Corner Campsite, which is where I'm going to be finishing today. So I got a bit carried away in the last bit. I was meant to be finishing at the Granny's shelter, just about under 3 kilometres back. But yeah, I just decided to walk this section as well. So this is where I stayed last night, the campsite. And I'm going to be staying here again tonight and maybe the next couple of nights, because the rain is going to be coming in tomorrow. So it doesn't look too good, but yeah, I'll be having a rest day definitely tomorrow, and we'll see what happens after that. So I did a total of 30 kilometres today, climbed 1,000 metres. It's taken 9 hours, so it took about 3.5 hours to get down from Goat Pass Hut down the Mingha Valley. It was fairly easy at the start, but there were a few steep bits, so yeah, not too bad, and then really easy at the end on the open river flats. So yeah, I'll stay here tonight and get going in the next couple of days. It's 7:25 on Saturday morning. I'm just about to leave the Klondyke Corner Campsite, which is where I've been for the last few nights. So I had to take 2 days off here, mainly because of the weather. It was pretty average yesterday. Don't know what we actually got, but 100 mils of rain was forecast, so yeah, it was pretty heavy. The rivers are pretty high, so hopefully I'll be able to get through the next section okay, without too many problems with the rivers. Yeah, I went into Christchurch yesterday, got a new pack, got the Osprey Ether 65 litre, so yeah, should be pretty comfortable. The last one had a big rip on the inside, so it was starting to dig into my back. It was pretty uncomfortable, so yeah, it'd be nice to have a comfortable pack for a bit. So I've got about a 8 or 9 kilometre road walk from here to Bearley Spur, I think, yeah, end of Coralin Road, and then I'll be walking into Hamilton Hut, which I think is meant to be 7 to 8 hours from there. I've just arrived at the start of the Cass-Lagoon Track. So this is where I'm entering the Craigieburn Forest Park, heading towards Hamilton Hut today. So it says Hamilton Hut is 7.5 hours away. It's only 15 kilometres, so sounds like it's going to be pretty slow going. Bearley Hut's about 5 or 10 minutes up, so yeah, I'll have a look at that. And then Lagoon Saddle Shelter's 3 hours in, and West Harper Hut's 5 hours in. So I got a few huts on the way. They're mainly just little shelters, and then Hamilton Hut's a big 20-bed one, so yeah, I'll aim to get there today. It's 8:45 now, so I've been walking an hour 15, done 7.4 kilometres, so yeah, it's been a pretty easy road walk to start the day. So yeah, we'll get moving up the track towards Hamilton Hut. It's 11:10. I've just arrived at the Lagoon Saddle A-frame shelter. So this is a pretty cool little hut. Very small. It's basically only a day shelter, but it has got a mattress in here if you needed it. So yeah, it's a nice little spot for a break. So it's taken me 2 hours from Bearley Hut to here. It was meant to be 3, so cut a little bit of time off. So I've still got, I think, about 4.5 hours to go it's meant to be from here to Hamilton Hut. About halfway is West Harper Hut, which is a historic one, so yeah, I'll keep going and probably stop for lunch just before there. Just arrived at West Harper Hut, so it's taken me 2 hours from the Lagoon Saddle Shelter to get down here. Just been following the Harper River down, kind of a bit of in and out the river, quite a few crossings, but managed to keep dry feet. I only took my shoes off once for basically the last crossing and rock hopped all the others, so yeah, it's nice still to have dry feet. So this is a historic hut built in 1957. It's pretty cool inside. It's got about 4 or 5 beds with like the hammock style, but yeah, it looks recently replaced, so you could actually stay in there. It's pretty cool. So it's 1:15. I've done 20.4 kilometers, so I'm probably just going to go down to the river. It's just here, have lunch, and then keep heading on to Hamilton Hut. It's 3 o'clock. I've just arrived at Hamilton Hut. So this is an awesome hut. Big 20-bed one. Got kind of a room in the main area and then another room behind the fireplace there. So it's taken me about 7.5 hours from Klondyke Corner to here. Climbed 960 metres and did 25.5 kilometres. So it's been a pretty good day. So yeah, I'm the only one here now. I'm going to be staying here tonight before I walk out to kind of Lake Coleridge area tomorrow. So I'll get my stuff set up and then I might go for a little walk up to the Morrison. It's meant to be about a half-hour return walk from here. So not sure what that'll be like, but I just saw the sign on the way past. So yeah, I might have a break here for a bit and then head up there. So I've just walked up to the Morrison and the lookout, so I'm standing at the lookout here. It's not the best view compared to what we've had basically all day today, but yeah, you can see the hills on the other side of the valley and just down the valley a little bit. I thought you might be able to see the hut from here, but it's hidden by the trees, so yeah, it's a little bit further up. The Morrison's pretty green. I just walked around it. There's a track that basically loops around and comes back to here, so I just did that. It was pretty boggy and yeah, not sure about how great it is, but glad I came up here anyway to have a look. So I'm going to head back to the hut soon. It's only probably 10-15 minutes back down to the hut, and yeah, so it's 5 to 4 now, so I'll get back just after 4. It's 4:10, just made it back to Hamilton Hut. So there's a few other people in here now, so I've got some company tonight. There's probably more coming behind as well, so it's probably going to be a pretty full hut. Bit of a hold up in Arthur's Pass because of the weather, so yeah, everyone's probably coming out today. So I should get pretty busy later. So I'll have a rest for the rest of the afternoon, and yeah, hopefully head out to Harper Campsite tomorrow if the river allows. It's pretty high still, but it's not raining, so hopefully it drops in the night. So thanks for watching this 16th video on my series on the Te Araroa Trail. If you'd like to support me, there's a link to buy me a coffee in the description below. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future parts. See you next time.